Good evening, everybody. Can you believe I've got the energy to do a Facebook, YouTube live after a very busy few days? So let's just make sure we're all working properly on Facebook and on YouTube. So I'll check the Facebook first. And yes, it is working.
If I've got the energy to do a after.
You don't need to listen to me twice. Let's turn the subtitles off. We don't need that either. So I'll wait for everybody to get logged in. And we are live on YouTube as well. So everything is working lovely. So good evening, everybody. Did you enjoy the shows? They were a bit frantic, I know. So hi, Sharon. Hi, Margaret. Hi, Julie. Hi, Susan. Hi, Joanne. Hi, Hope. Hi, Emma. Looking forward to it. Well, it's something a little bit different. I'll have a bit more time tonight. So hi, Christine. Hi, Dawn. I'll have a little bit more time than I would do on TV. There's never enough time. So I thought, let's do something a bit special. Let's take this off while everybody gets logged in. So you can see I'm going to be using the new tag dies. I think you're going to like this. It's something a little bit different. Carol's in a craft room embossing at the moment, ready to watch. Oh, good. Using your time twice. You can't beat it. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Debbie. Hi to everybody I've not spoken to. Hi, Brenda. So we'll just hang on 5 minutes until everybody gets logged in. Hi, Di. Oh, thanks, Di. We actually sold out twice, but I gave him the bit extra that I had, and that's probably going to be it, which is really rather marvellous. Hi, Zoe. Hi, Kay. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Christy. Right, everybody's starting to get logged in. So, first things first, did you enjoy the shows? They were a bit frantic, especially the first one. They always are, and I always under-prep my demos when I think I've over-prepped them. Hi from Devon. Hi from Nottingham. Oh, Crafty Mum and me. What's your real name? Welcome. Hi, Paula. Hi, Doreen. Phill is on the big screen tonight, Emma says, which is marvellous. Yeah, so the demo I'm going to do this evening, I've actually prepped it when I got back from the shop today. So I've been in the shop helping them pack the orders because there were so many, obviously from TV and from our own website. And we like to get them out to you all as quick as we possibly can. So we've been up and helped today. Then I've got home and prepped this demo, and I think you're going to like it. I'm using the new stamps, which I don't normally do so soon after they've been released, because I like you to get them home and have them with you in case you want to replicate it. But because all of our website orders have actually been shipped today, most of you are going to get these tomorrow. If you ordered from TV, obviously the couriers don't collect until the day after, or sometimes the day after that, so that's out of our control. Oh, hi Elaine, welcome. Oh, you won Card Maker of the Year. That's amazing. Well done, Elaine. Devon, it's the same here in Nottingham, I'll tell you. Oh, thank you, Hope. Yeah, I thought the show, why does it take so long to come through on your laptop? I'm not sure, Jacqueline. It might just be the internet connection. Yeah, busy bee today and every day. I've got a lot happening this week, which I will be able to tell you about pretty soon. It won't be long before I can tell you. Definitely have to prep a bit. Yeah, I know, David. It does my head in because I like to show you more. Hi, Carol. Hi, Pam. Yeah, of course it's okay. Whether you order from me or Julia, it's absolutely fine. It doesn't matter to me as long as you get what you want. Hi, Hazy babe. Hazel, did you manage to get your fir tree stencil? So just before I start, the fir tree stencil is now back in stock on the website. I won't reorder again, that's it. I've only reordered because they went so quickly. So if you didn't manage to get the fir trees limited edition stencil when I did the original Christmas release, get it pretty sharpish. So Hazy babe, I hope you managed to get yours. Right, so let's get cracking. Hi Lozzie, I didn't see you sneak in, but Di said hello, so you must be here somewhere. Phill, does the label shaped new stamp fit the tag dies? Well, let's find out. Let's find out. So here we go. Here's the stamp. And it won't fit the smallest, clearly. Clearly it won't fit the smallest. It won't fit the second one. But it will fit all of the ones from that. So the 2 smallest it won't, but the 3 largest it definitely will, look. So the 3 largest. But don't you worry. Shall I give you a sneaky peek? Shall I give you a little sneaky peek? Because I told you, didn't I, that the dies are on the way for this shape. I'm going to see if I can find mine. Just bear with me. I'm going to find mine and show you. Oh. I can't show you because they're not... I'm coming back. This is all the dies that I took to the show with me. My trolley weighs an absolute ton. Thank you, Jean. Right, so I'm going to try and find the new dies. So bear with me a sec. I'm just getting all these out. Oh, oh. So you're getting a sneaky peek, everybody. They just fell off the shelf. I'll get them afterwards. So this is the new shape of double stitch dies that's on its way. Yeah, so these are literally on the way. As soon as they arrive, I will let you know. And these clearly are the ones that I used on my shows that this stamp fits. So this, oh, that's the oval, so it's not that one. I thought, well, that's not a very good fit. That's because it's the oval. But this one, look, is designed to go with these. You can see the shape there, look. So they are on the way. Sadly, they weren't here in time for this show, which is just par for the course these days, unfortunately, with shipping. And Brexit hasn't done any manufacturers any favours, I'll tell you. So I hope that helps. So yes, they will all fit in the largest 3 tag dies, and clearly they've all got a die shape that matches them. I hope that helps. Hi Julie. So good evening to everybody I've not spoken to yet. I was just doing 2 or 3 jobs. 2 or 3 jobs at once, which you know is a feat. Phill is wrecking the joint. You're right, Denise. In fact, if I showed you over there what's just fell over, it's basically all those stamping platforms I showed you a few weeks ago, the tub of dies, the tub of my luster powders, the tub of the Floral Curios original stamps, and something else that's secret that you don't know about yet. Anyway, we've got a lot to do this evening. Oh, they are a good bunch, Pat. You'll fit right in. Here we go. Right, so let's get started. So clearly I'm going to be using the tag dies. So you all heard me if you managed to see the shows on Create and Craft, that you know that I don't have enough of these to put them on TV. So hi Janet, not to worry. Hi Angela. So I don't have enough stock of the new crescent top layering tag dies to put on TV. So if you want them, you are going to have to get them direct from me or from Julia or from the other retailers. Yeah. So there are links in the descriptions. So in the description on YouTube, you've got links, and there are links in the description on the Sentimentally Yours Facebook page as well. They just take you straight to them. So that's that. I'll show you the rest as we go through the project. So I'm not going to go through all the stamps because you've seen all the stamps now. Those of you that didn't catch the reveal when I did the sneaky peek reveal, which 3 sets of flat back gems would you all use? Oh, Sally Ann, now that's a question. If you were going for 3 sets, you'd definitely have to have the Aurora, the ice diamond and then just choose another one. Yeah, Aurora and ice diamond are the ones that cover everything because they're clear and crystal. Right, so getting back to where I was. So for those of you that didn't see last Monday's reveal of the new stamps, or was it last Monday? It might have been last Monday, I can't remember. But the beautiful borders, so the Floral Curios beautiful borders that are designed to go with this collection are a limited edition exclusive that you can only get from me and from Julia and the other retailers. So we've sold out of these about 5-6 times on our website. So Karen has added some more stock today. So if you haven't got these yet and you want to complete your collection, get them quick, because I know they're not going to last for much longer. Okay? Hi Gwen. So just in case you haven't got them yet, I'm just giving you a heads up that they're not going to last for much longer. Right, so let's get this project underway. I'm just going to put my fan on, everybody, because I'm sweating already. And it's not a good look on me. It's not a good look on me. Oh, that's lovely. I've faced it downwards so it's cooling my feet. So what we're going to use tonight is, I've done a little bit of stamping ahead of time. I've clearly done all the die cutting ahead of time, because you don't want to be waiting for me to do die cutting. There's going to be lots of stamping, lots of colouring in, and a little bit of fussy cutting. So I wanted to show you something using the new tag dies. Yeah. So I have used these a few times on demos. As you know, I did the 2 Christmas tags. So if you haven't seen the videos, do look back on the videos on Facebook or on YouTube and have a look at the Christmas tags that I did, and also the vintage shabby chic ones. I thought they were still here, but I must have taken them to the shop, so I can't show you. So these are this is the largest tag die. So remember, the largest one is A5 in height. So you've got that, look, you've got the lovely tag shape, and then the layering tag gives you that little slot that's been chopped out, so that you can then put in your little reinforcer. So I love these dies, and remember you've got Julia to thank for them. So we are doing a double tag with a pocket fold, the same as I did with the vintage shabby chic ones. So what I've got here, this is a really good video to save, everybody, because it's going to show you how I did the pocket. So let me just see if I can find those. I must have taken them to the shop. I can't show you, everybody. I think I've taken them to the shop. But the original ones I did, the shabby chic pocket fold tags, they were with papers. This is actually my ice white cardstock, yeah? So I've already trimmed this, and I'm just going to tell you the sizes in case you want to replicate this, because this is going to go over the top of here to create a pocket for the other tag. So I'm going to tell you the sizes and show you what I've done before I do any other stamping, because I know you'll find this useful. And I can hear you, Jean. I know you haven't said anything yet, but I know you want inches. Are you using a double bow? Well, I've got the bow maker. I've got my twine, because I might do twine with this, because twine looks nice with the blue and white. But I will show you how to do it if you're struggling. I'll try and do a double bow video for you, or a triple bow and a single bow. Actually, I may as well do them all at some point. It won't be this week. What's the name of tracing out? What is the name of the die on the right hand side that looks like a net? So there are 2 here, Tracy. So I think you mean this one. This is, let me see if I can find it for you. Now Karen's out tonight, so I'm doing links as well. This one is called the trellis. So this is the trellis die. And this is the Moroccan. So that is the trellis and this is the Moroccan. And I've just got a link to the textures. So let me pop it in the comments for you. Well, there are some more tags coming, Di. So that's the link to the texture dies. And I've popped it on Facebook and on YouTube for you. Hi Linda, so good evening to everybody I've not spoken to already. Caroline, hi Phil, I love the tag dies and the new stitch dies. Thank you, Caroline. Yeah, thank you, Ruth. It is. Ruth's just saying over on YouTube that the group is better, the lives are better than TV. And they are, because it means I have a little bit more time to go through everything with you and actually teach you. TV always feels a little bit frantic, where we've got to rush because there's just never enough time. But that's just how it is. At the end of the day, we're there to demonstrate and they want sales. Whereas I really want to educate you and teach you how to use everything. So let me just try and do this before I forget. So please like and share for me before we get too giddy with what I'm doing. I'm going to get a drink whilst it's still hot. I've got my coffee. Whether it stays like that is another matter. You know it'll be cold by the time I get the next. Swallow. Right, so please like and share for me. Yep, Denise will lower the tone. It never happens on TV. Right, so sizes for the pocket. So this is the basic size that gives you a pocket 3/4 of the way up this tag. So this is 3/4 of the way up, look. Yeah. And the size of this, I'm going to do centimetres first, is 12.5 centimetres wide by 15.5 centimetres tall. So 12.5 wide, 15.5 tall. Okay. And what you do is you make a pencil mark. I shouldn't have done the top yet. I'm going to have to do that again. So a pencil mark 1 centimetre in on either side and 1 centimetre at the bottom. Score that and fold it in. And then that gives us that lovely pocket. So I haven't folded the bottom in because I'm going to stamp onto that or fussy cut onto that. So in inches, for the inch people, oh no, how do I tell you this size, Jean? It's literally, so let's say 5 inches wide, oops. So 5 inches wide by 6 and a bit. So 5 inches wide by 6 inches and a bit, yeah? Do you do inches then, Hope? Or millimetres? Hi Linda, no, we won't be at Doncaster, unfortunately, not this year. Not this year. There was a mix-up with the stands. They gave our stand to somebody else, and all the ones that were left over weren't in the right spot for me, so I said no. Hopefully we will be back next year. I am planning something for the end of July. Let me just tell you all. So Julia did message me what you were asking her. Julia did message me what you were asking her, Di, about booking to come and stay, and I told her to tell you no. But I am doing something for you all. Let me just find my calendar. Bear with me a second. So the last weekend of July, there is going to be a big new release that you're getting first. So I will probably do it over the weekend of the 28th, 29th and 30th. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So keep your eyes peeled for more information as it gets closer to the time. See, I actually prefer millimeters, Denise, because it's a bit more precise. Inches for hope. Yeah. Right, okay. So this is what we've got. We're going to start with, let's start with the front. So I'm going to give you all a little heads up. If you haven't got the octagon yet, the octagon is really, really, really low in stock. Okay? Really low in stock. And what I've done here is I've fussy cut this. So instead of using the dies to stamp onto, I've actually created an embellishment from the octagon. And I've literally just fussy cut around it, look. I've not paid much attention. I've literally just gone around and left a little bit of a white border. Okay? So that is the octagon, which is what I'm using this evening. I'm also going to be using the rectangle. But we're going to start with the tag at the front, the pocket at the front. So I shouldn't have snipped those corners because I am going to tear this. So I'm going to tear it just a little bit so I get a soft edge. And let me just like that, look. And let me just see if I'm happy with that angle. Let's just see if I'm happy with that angle. I'm more than happy with that angle. So we've torn that just on an angle. And I don't need that, but it does mean I need to snip these sections again. Oops. Let me just get my big scissors. Naughty Debbie. So I'm just snipping that down again, just so when I fold it in, it's not showing on the inside, look. So it gives me that lovely nice torn edge. And what we're going to do now is we've got a couple of different options. So I'm just going to bring in, if I did remember to get them out. I did, but it's in that tub that fell over. So I'm just going to give you a couple of ideas before I do this. So remember, on the shows I use the corners. I use the corners from the original Floral Curios quite a lot. So here, I could literally stamp the corner. Yeah, I could stamp the corner, but I'm not going to. I'm going to show you another way to do it. We're going to take the rectangle, the square. This is why you're going to enjoy this demo, because I'm showing you a different way to use these. So if you look at the square, the rectangle, and the chic label, these three particularly give you a corner that you can fussy cut out. And if I flip them over, you've actually got three different sizes of corner. Hopefully you can see through the ink on hopefully you can see through the ink on these stamps. So the chic label is a mid-size corner. The rectangle is a larger corner, which is what I'm going to use tonight. And the square is a smaller corner. So those three stamps actually give you corners as well as the frames, which I just think is amazing. It's just another way to use these stamps. I told you right at the beginning when we did the sneaky peek, the reveal last week, these stamps you're gonna use them so much because there are just so many different ways you can use them. So I'm going to stamp that firstly onto some scrap white card. I am going to colour these in, and we are going to use the watercolour blending brush pens. And I will be doing speed colouring in because you've seen me do it so often. So stamping platform. Let's just see if that's big enough. It is. I only want that corner. So let's pick that up. Remember the tip I gave you about your stamping platforms? Because we have the solid inside of the stamps, just peel them back and roll them back. And because I'm using my watercolour pens, it has to be the Onyx Black. And I'm just going to ink this corner. So if I wanted to stamp this directly onto my card, and I think both Alison and Lozzie from the design team did this, you can literally just mask off half of that stamp and stamp it straight on to create a corner. But I am going to fussy cut that out. I mean, look at that already. That looks completely different to the stamp. You could do that on the inside of your cards for your verses. So you know, on the inside, if you print verses to put inside, you could mask off the lines and just literally stamp that beautiful corner. So far I've used the rectangle and the octagon. I'm just going to clean the stamp because I don't like a dirty stamp if I can help it. So the project I'm doing this evening, although it's a tag, you could absolutely do this project. You could absolutely do this project as a card. So the techniques I'm showing you, you could do on a card. Put that back where it belongs. And let's pop that down there. I'm going to leave that to one side. Look how pretty that is. I love these stamps so much. I knew you'd like them because there's just such a lot you can do with them. Right, so whilst we're waiting for that to dry, we're going to come back to this tag and we're going to use the broken honeycomb. Now, I'm going to apologise to you all now because I honestly don't know whether we've got any of these. Yeah, they would be fantastic wedding invitations, Susan. Fantastic, because you can colour them whatever colour the wedding theme is. Right, so this is the broken honeycomb, which is one of my rubber stamps, and I'm going to apologise because I honestly don't know A, if we've got any, and B, if we have, I don't know how many. Actually, let me do my flowers first. So this corner is going to come up to there. So you know what I'm going to do with these, don't you? I'm going to go along there with them. Just make sure I've got the right one. So let's have the middle-sized one. And this is going to go all the way along that edge. And I think I'll do it on the platform just to be safe. Remember as well, the borders can all be fussy cut as well. So I don't need to worry about the edges because you're not going to see it, but I do want it just under the torn edge. Oh, thank you, Julie. Photopolymer, they are the best you can get. So let's just stamp that along there. Oh, that's just beautiful. So we've now decorated that torn edge. Okay. Clean the stamp. Put the stamp back. Oops. And we're now going to stamp some random flowers in the background. Let's see if this is dry enough for me to cut it out. It is. So I'm going to fussy cut this out first. And I'm not worried about any of the little flowers. I'm just taking the corner. If I can get the scissors in my... If I can get the scissors in my fingers. And you all know I'm not very good at fussy cutting. So I'm not bothered if there's any white lines showing. It just adds to the dimension. And it actually makes them stand out a little bit more. So this corner that I'm cutting now, remember, is from the rectangles, the rectangle frames. So we've changed the look of the rectangles. We've used it in a completely different way to how it was designed. And we've created a corner from it. Which I just think is remarkable. So I'm whizzing round this. You would clearly take a bit more care than I have. And remember I told you at the beginning when we were looking at the corner stamps, the square, the rectangle and the sheet label have proper corners. The other three shapes don't have proper corners, but what they do have is lovely shaped embellishments that you can layer up and decoupage. So as a complete set of stamps, well, you can just imagine the possibilities. I can't wait till you all get them and start showing me what you've made. The design team have done a fantastic job again of showing you loads of inspiration. So if you need quick ideas, just get on the Sentimentally Yours Facebook page. So we've now got a dimensional embellishment to go on there. So I'm going to pop that to one side. And we're going to add, no, put it back, I'll give you a tip. Because I know that's going there. So we're going to add now a little bit of extra detailing from the individual stamps. So from the individual flowers. I'm sorry, I know you're, sorry, it is Air Force Blue, sorry. Sorry, Julie, it's because I'm trying to do, thank you, Audrey, I'll take that. I can't answer your questions. Phill, can I ask why you have kitchen towel in your stamping press? Yeah, it's all, do you know why, Pat? Because it keeps the lovely foam underneath brand new, and then every time this gets too grotty I can just replace it with a new one. Beautiful Christmas work on Instagram from the design team, Hope. Let's have a look. So good evening. Oh, Facebook stopped working for some people. Are we all, is it back on now? It seems to be at the right stage for me. So it is. That's the weather. Yeah, the design team are amazing. I'm very blessed with my design team. Right, so we're going to add a couple of little flowers. So if you saw the shows, you will know what I said to you, that you've got 2 or 3 different sizes of all the main flowers that are in the collection. So I know in here, look, that the daisies are featured, the roses, and that little flower. Which one is it? Where are you? Where are you? That one there. So I'm just going to use the smallest ones and stamp a few more off the edge of the page. Oh, that's not actually the smallest, that's the middle size. That's the smallest. So I'm leaving that where it belongs. So I know that's going there because I want that raised up. So let's stamp a few extras just off the page. So let's go here. Let's go. I'm trying to balance this. Let's go here. And then I'm going to get the daisy. The smallest daisy. I'm not going to put loads of flowers on because I've got to colour them in if I do. So we're going to have a couple of daisies either side of that. So daisy, let's go off the page with that. Oh, missed that. Let's do that again. Off the page. And then one next to it. Oh, Phill, why are you missing a bit? They're testing me tonight. Oh, look at that. That's going to have a butterfly on it. Ignore it. It's because I've got the creases on the thing. Look at that. Bloody rubbish. That's going to have one of these on it. So pop that up there. And we're going to come to the actual tag itself now. Yeah. We're going to come to the tag itself. So this is the medium tag. I'm going to show you what I've already got done. If I clear my finger. That's going to have a massive butterfly on it. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. So what I've got here, look, is the octagon that I showed you earlier. And the octagon is going to go on here. But I stamped 2 octagons. I love the octagons, yeah. So I stamped it twice. And then I cut the extra embellishments out. So I cut the extras out. So I'm just going to show you a couple of different things you can do with this. So clearly, no, do you know what, Caroline? You know me well enough to know that if I was doing this myself, that would have gone straight in the bin and I would have started again. I could flip it over and have the thing facing the other way, but it won't have the torn edge. Don't worry, it'll be fine. So we could decoupage these up. I know why, it's because I'd done the scoring first. So I could decoupage these extra bits up, look. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the look of this octagon again. So you've already seen how I've changed the rectangle and used the rectangle in a different way. And now we're going to change the octagon and we're going to put the extra on either side. So I'm just going to bring that in and show you. So I've now, look, completely transformed that octagon again, and it looks like a wreath. It's strange, so for some reasons there's a bit of a lag with Facebook or YouTube. One of them's always behind. So we've now created a little wreath from that. So we're going to try again with the little flowers. And hopefully I don't mess this one up. So you know I like it to match. Just because I can. We're not going to see a lot of this. Let's just bring my octagon back in, where you're not going to see that one at all. Yeah, that'll do with that. And whilst I've got the little daisy on, we're going to come to the large layer of the tag, and I'm going to replicate that. And because there's more space in the large tag, we're going to have a couple of extra butterflies, not butterflies, daisies. So remember when you're doing the stamping to just check how high that's going to go. So that's enough with the daisy. What not to do when you're stamping, Phill. In my defence, I've been working non-stop for weeks. So I'm going to take the smaller little flower. No, let's go the medium one. So at the moment I haven't used the rose. And I am just turning that round because it's easier. So I'm only decorating the top because that's the only part you're going to see. I'm trying not to put too many flowers on. You're not going to see that, so I won't bother. I love little stamps. Can do a lot with small stamps. Must have shares in Bounty. It's not Bounty this, it's what do you call it? Oh, what do you call that? Plenty. Plenty. So on the top, this top tag, the small tag, I'm going to stamp the medium-sized rose. And there are two different sorts of roses. So I'm going to have the rose at the top, look. So I'm going to pop those to one side. I'm going to clean that stamp. And we're going to come back to the broken honeycomb and start adding some texture. So the broken honeycomb I am going to stamp with the Stormy Sky, because Stormy Sky is a lovely soft. I think I've got ink on my finger somewhere. Stormy Sky is a lovely soft grey blue. And the broken honeycomb is quite delicate anyway. So I'm doing this first because if I go over any of the flowers, when I colour them in, I can fix it with the watercolour blending brush pens. So remember, you're only going to see a tiny bit of this. Oops. And I'm going to do the same on the large tag. So I don't want to cover the whole thing. I just want to get some texture in there. So I'm just going to check how high that's going to come up. Yeah, that's perfect, look. And then the same on the front of here. Just trying to make sure it's straight-ish. Straight-ish, it doesn't have to be perfect. Words you never thought you'd hear me say. I'm just going to do a little bit off the top. Let's have a bit in there. Right, that will do nicely, thank you very much. Trust me, when I get to the end, it'll be worth it. It will be worth it. Right, so we're now going to do a bit of colouring in. So I'll let that stormy sky dry for a second. I'm going to bring in my watercolour blending brush pens. Oops. I'm going to bring in my pens. And I know I want the blue tones. So let's just check which blue I want. I might just do it with, yeah, that's fine. That's wrong. I want a darker blue. Oh, perfect. So I've got those two blues and we'll just have these two greens. So the pens, as you would expect, are... Oh, thank you, Jeanette. Where do you get your card ideas from? I would love to... Oh, I've lost your comment. Linda, I honestly don't know, Chuck. Oh, Helen's doing links for me. Is there any in stock, Helen? You know, I'm rubbish at looking at stock. So I'm going to get a lovely golden orangey yellow for the centre of the flowers. Perfect. Perfect. Right, so we're going to colour this in first. So hopefully you've all seen the watercolour blending brush pens now and you've started to collect them. As ever, I'm going to remind you, there's definitely no set ones for me to take to TV. However, did you not have a little honeycomb stamp in one of the box magazines? Yeah, but it's much bigger, Audrey. If I show you this, this is a really teeny, well, it's a tiny one. It's literally, each segment is 4mm. I like details. Yeah, you all need to start saving up as well for the end of the month. Right, so we're going to use two blues. I'm going to use my favourite blue first. Yeah, I was just saying that set 1 has been reordered and it's on its way. So I'm going to dilute this gorgeous, gorgeous dusky blue. And I'm going to colour this in super quick. I'm going to do the daisies the same, I think. Just for quickness. So we are going to have 3 different shades of blue on this. This one. I'll tell you what I'll do as well. I'll give this I'll give this tag away at the weekend. I'll do a little giveaway thing on the Facebook page. So I'm colouring this really, really super quick. And I'm just using the one colour at the moment, so I'm doing all the flowers that are this colour in one go. This is why these stamps are so good. It doesn't matter if you can colour or not. If you can, it's just a bonus. There we go. So let's just work my way around. So I'm doing the daisies and the round flower in this colour, but I am going to go back in over the daisies with the pen. Make sure I've not missed any. So easy to do. So how they change as soon as you add a little bit of colour. So just do the daisies. So if you stamp the little honeycomb thing before you do your watercolouring and leave it to dry long enough, it won't necessarily react to the water from the water brush. I think I've been a bit tight with that. Put a bit more blue on Phill. That's it. So before I carry on, I need to do the octagon. Told you it was quick. Oh, that's good. There's less on that. I promise you I'll look at your questions and everything. I probably won't do it tonight, but I'll have a look at some point tomorrow. Right, so now everything's coloured. I'm just going to go back over the daisies. I'm just going to go back over the daisies. Oh, missed them. I better colour that in even though it looks rubbish. I'm going to go back over the daisies direct with the pen. Missed one. That's it, that's that. So I'm going back over the daisies direct with the pen. So let me just tell you why I did this in the way that I've done it. So what happens is, because I've got water on there from the diluted colour underneath, it just softens it a little bit. So it's like an extra shade of this lovely dark blue. It looks gorgeous. And you know I'm a fan of blue colours anyway. And of course I've chosen the daisies, which is the finest one. If we're doing it properly. And there's just a bit of daisy showing on that edge. Yeah, so just while I'm colouring in, keep the weekend free at the end of July. So I'm planning something, and I was going to do it in the shop, but I haven't got time to do it in the shop now. So it will all be online. And I think you're going to be very happy. So as soon as you've got these extra shades, look, it looks fab. The rose is going to be royal blue. Oh, have I got any gardeners watching tonight? I've asked about my lupins already, but now I need to ask about my hibiscus. So nearly done, nearly done. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. Because we are going to splat over this soon. I've clearly missed one there. And I can hear you all shouting at me even though I can't see the screen. Is it something to buy at the end of July? Yes, Emma, unfortunately. But you are getting it before TV. And you're going to absolutely love it. I was going to save it, but I'm not, because we're missing Doncaster. I thought it was a nice thing to do at the end of July. So yes, it's something to buy, so save up. It's a month, well, it's nearly a month away. So I've nearly done the daisies, and then I've just got the roses, which I am going to water, which is quicker. So the contrast between the dark and the light blue is quite nice. I hope you can see it. Yeah, you can. So just these to do. I'm going to colour these as well. Here we go. You have to put the work in if you want the results. You'll take your time more when you're doing the colouring in than I am. Right, we are, I promise you, nearly done with the daisies. You know I don't do things in halves. I can hear you. Is it only 2.5 weeks? Audra. No to eating, yes to crafting. Oh, Emma, you're gonna miss it. I love mull. Any hints on what's coming? No hints. No hints. All I'm gonna tell you is you're gonna love it. Actually, I'm gonna rephrase that. You're going to love them. Because it isn't an it, it's a them. Nearly done, and then we've just got the roses and the leaves to do, which is a lot quicker. Okay, so you can see how this is shaping up. So I'm going to move on to the other blue, which is a lovely, lovely royal blue. If you want me to, I've got the swatches for the watercolour blending brush pens. So if you want me to, I can show you. Look at this blue. Oh, that is lush. Look at that blue. So I'm going to do the roses watered down with that lovely royal blue. Oh, too much water. And that difference in the shades of blue is lovely. And I've missed a bloody daisy. And I bet somebody told me I'd missed that daisy. So it's nice to have the contrast in the blues. I'm just doing the little flowers while I've got the colour on the brush, just to save a bit of time. I missed another daisy. Come on, Phil, what are you messing at? Which means that's it. So when I finish colouring in, I'll have a quick look at you, what you're saying to me. So that little white edge looks really rather fabulous. So remember, I'm not using watercolour. I knew I'd missed another daisy, look. Too good to last. And I've just got one rose on the small tag at the top. You're not actually going to see much of that because the bow will be there. Right, so whilst we've got this colour on here, I'm just going to splat these. So I'm just going to splat these whilst I've got the colour here. I'm going to move my butterflies and everything out of the way because I want the butterflies just plain white. So we're going to splat that, we're going to splat the octagon, and we're going to splat the two tags. So let's just make a bit more, ink. And this is the royal blue. And I'm just going to do it from the water brush to make it a bit wetter. So I'm not doing loads, just a bit. And because I'm doing it with my water brush, it's quite small splats, which is lovely. And I'm doing this before I do the centre of the flowers. I've missed another daisy. You can tell I'm speed crafting because I've missed another daisy. And I bet you all told me. I'll bring this in and show you in a minute. Oops, bit more water. And obviously the more water, the softer the blue. Right, let's tidy that up. Can't be doing with mess. Kitchen roll. Where's your inky box? It's on the... Do you know, if I told you the truth, Linda, you'd be... No, you wouldn't be ashamed. You'd be excited. My inky box is behind me, but it's got all the new stuff in it that I'm showing you at the end of July. So I couldn't bring it up to show you. So look, we've just got some little splats, look. And I'm going to colour the inside of the flowers in now, direct, and the leaves. Direct with that lovely orange colour. Oh, bugger. Missed the roses. Is it time I had a holiday? Yeah, I'm teasing you, sorry. I tell you what, you're going to love them. You're going to absolutely love them. And I know I say that about everything, but I'm usually right. So I'm just colouring these little flowers in. I will give this away at the weekend, so make sure you've joined the Facebook group. I'm going to do it for the group people. So if you're in the group, I'm going to give this away in the group at the weekend. Right, let's see what I missed this time. I love this colour. We are getting somewhere. I know it feels like I've been colouring in for ages, but the colouring in is the longest part, really. Nearly done. In fact, you know, when I've coloured in, I'm going to have a breather with you all. And drink my coffee, because it's probably stone cold now. How pretty these stamps are. What's missing? And now we're on the leaves. And remember, I always recommend 2 different colours of green for the leaves. So let's just make sure these are different enough, and yes, they are. So the one that's got the most, I'm going to do the brightest green. And personally, I think as soon as you've got the leaves coloured, that's when the whole thing starts to look finished. So there are 2 different types of leaf on every one of the cascading frame stamps, and it's the same 2 leaves featured throughout the whole collection. Here we go. It's a bit like creating your own ephemera, embellishments. So when I've done this bit of colouring, I'll have a breather with the coffee and catch up with you all, because you're being neglected while I'm colouring. So if you've got any questions for me, get them ready, and I'll try and answer while I'm having a minute with my coffee. Oh, and now then, that's all the other green. And I've missed a little flower there. Just do these first. I'll bring these in and show you in a second. I have coloured them really quickly, so you know they're not going to be my best colouring in, but you'll get the idea. Yeah, so for anybody who hasn't joined our lovely Facebook group, just while I'm finishing the colouring, you can ask to join our group, which is... there you go. So you can search on Facebook for Crafting with Phill Martin and Sentimentally Yours. You can ask to join the group, and as you ask to join the group, you have to accept my rules. Otherwise, I just won't let you in. And if you're not a genuine crafter, you're not getting in. I always have a look at the profiles. A couple of people have slipped through, which is remarkable, but I've got rid of them very quickly. So do search for us on Facebook and ask to join the group. You'd be made very welcome. And everybody that's in the group is just lovely. It's a really friendly, happy place to be. And I've just realised I forgot to do the Freebie Friday, which is very naughty of me. Right, so let's show you how everything's starting to look. So that is the small tag that's going to have this fitted on top of it. So now you can see, look, as soon as I start to build this up, you can just see how pretty it is. Yeah. So we're just going to pop that there, pop that there. The corner is going to go there. The corner is going to go about there. And we are going to have a little sentiment on that. So let's clean that up. Right, so let's have a look at your questions while I'm just having a minute to drink my coffee and just check that I've not missed anything. Because I can guarantee I will have. Right. Well, it's getting there, slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. Oops, I've just slung one of my butterflies away. So you can see where it's heading, look. You can see where this is heading. We've got a sentiment which is going on the front there, which we'll do as a favour because that little butterfly is going to cover that dodgy stamping up. Let's all ask to see the inky box. You can't. You know I can't show you the inky box. I do need a biscuit with this. You're absolutely right, Linda. Told you it would be cold. 2.5 weeks apparently till the end of July. Is it really? Only 2.5 weeks to the end of July. That's hilarious, Joanne. You are my extended family. You absolutely are. How large a collection? So Kathleen is asking me on YouTube, how large a collection are the end of July going to be? Will we have to just sell our bodies or our children as well? That's hilarious. Hope, I know I've been telling you this since January. Hope, are you still listening, Hope, before I tell you this? So I'm just talking to Hope on YouTube, everybody. So I'll wait to see chances first just to make sure Hope's still there. Right, so I'm going to start putting this together. So I'm just going to ink the edges of the white tags with the stormy sky. It just softens the edge, look. So remember, on the large tag, you're not actually going to see a lot of it, but I am going round just in case any bits pop out from the pocket when I put the pocket on. So this is nothing like the demos I did on TV. And I've done this really, really quickly. You would clearly take more time and care when if you recreate this. I know I've made you all skint because you've all just bought the new stamps. Sorry, not sorry, because you're going to love them. But if you can get the tag dies, they are a real asset to your craft stash. Oh, right, so Hope, next week, for the rest of this week and next week, I'm doing something for lots of people from your part of the world and Canada. Okay? So that little problem, Hope, might be solved for you pretty soon. I know I've been telling you this since January, and I promise you it's been a lot of work. But all my overseas buyers, Canada and America particularly, you're going to be very happy soon. You're going to be very happy soon. Yeah, I've just replied to you, Hope. I can see you shouting at me. I hope you heard what I was saying. Right, so I'm just layering up these tags flat. So there is going to be a little bit of dimension. So when I put the pocket on, I need to make sure there's a little bit of give. So I'm going to do that first. I'm just going to pop the little rings on. And I've kept the rings plain white. Did you hear what I said, Hope? Hopefully you did. Right, so that's how it looks at the moment. We are going to pop the I'm not inking the edge of that. I'm leaving the edge of that plain white because I'm going to glitter it. So I can now score that. And fold that in. So this has now created my little pocket look for the front. I'm just going to give that a crease. We still need the water brush pens though. Have you not got them, Ruth? Set 1 are on the way. You can get sets 2, 3 and 4. Oh, thank you, Joanne. Do you know what, Hope? I know. And I really hope it's not so. In fact, Hope, do me a favour, Hope, after we've finished the Facebook Live, the YouTube Live, just send me a message, a private message, obviously, and tell me who the local places are to you. And I might be able to tell you whether they are part of what I'm doing next week. That's giving you a massive hint. But it's very exciting. Right, so I'm using wet glue to put the pocket on. And I would advise you to do it with wet glue rather than tape, because you'll get a stronger bond. So I'm going to pop this on here. It's going straight on, look. You can see where I've glued the flaps on the reverse. Thank you, Joanne. I'm going to tell the girls at the shop that, because they all work just as hard as I do, if not more, to make sure that all your things get out soon enough. So I've popped that on, look. And I'm just going to push it in a little bit. So you see a little bit of the blue at the sides and at the bottom. I'm just going to let this set for a second and then I'll bring it in and show you what I've done. Because this next bit is important, what I'm going to show you. Because it gives you a little bit of the Air Force blue showing underneath. So I'm just letting the glue grab at the sides. And it has at the top but not at the bottom, so let me just do it again. Remember, my glue is really strong. It's a really strong bond. That's perfect. Right, so important technical stuff, everybody. So this pocket, when I gave you the measurements for this pocket at the beginning of the live, they were exact to be able to do what I'm just going to show you now. That's not set. Hang on a sec. Oops. That's it. Just bear with me. Oh, it's set in the wrong bit, but you'll get the idea. So can you see we've got a little bit of a open bit there, which means I can tuck this in with a little bit of embellishment on it, a little bit of decoupage. Yeah. And it also means, look, because I pushed it in as the glue was setting, it's given me that lovely bit of blue from the original tag underneath, look, following through, apart from at the bottom where I didn't push it in enough. So that is, it's just one of those little details. You know, I'm picky. It's just one of those little details, yeah? So remember, hold it down like this and pushing while the glue is grabbing. So while the glue is grabbing, and then you will get the little bit of lift, because there's no point having a flat pocket that you can't put anything in. Okay? So that's that. I'm going to do one job to this before I move on. I'm just going to glitter around the top of this. Well, it looks like it's going to hailstone here. So I'm just glittering the top of this just while we're doing the rest of the putting together. Do it face down so the pocket doesn't get filled with glitter. And then all the other can be done after. That can just be setting now, look. Right, so back to the actual tag. Oh, that's for the front. I can't do it yet though. We're going to do the actual inside. So this is the octagon. Remember I told you right? Yes, it is Jean. Put your teeth in, Phill. Yes, Jean. This is the Ice White 300 GSM. Yeah. Oh, that's lovely dye. The tags are brilliant, aren't they? So whether you do them just as a gift like that, because you can make them into little money wallets or anything, or whether you actually make a tag and then use it as an embellishment for your card, it's entirely up to you. So I'm going to pop this on and I'm going to use foam tape just to be quicker. And I'm not going to glitter this until I finish putting everything on. And then I know how much... Oops, I know how much glitter I need. So I'm going to do the tag, the octagon, like this. So I'm going to turn it over, put the foam tape on. Why is my desk a mess? And then the octagon is going to go just off the edge. So the octagon is just off the edge. Let me show you, look. Just off the edge. And then these little bits here are going to be decoupaged onto the side. So I can put one side on but not the other. And now I am moving on to glue gel. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, that's good, Karen. It's not a octagon. Do you know octagon? Octagon. That was hilarious. Oops. So I'm just putting one side of this on. And you'll understand why in a moment. So if you're gonna, if you reproduce this, if you replicate this, you've got a couple of choices at this stage. You can either, this is why I love the octagon, and it's possibly why the octagon is going to be the first one to sell out. Yeah. So I could layer this up and decoupage that, but I am going onto the edge. So I'm changing that octagon. So we've now got a decoupage layer onto that side. We're now going to create our sentiment. Oh, we are when I find a bit of scrapped card. In fact, I'll use this, but this is actually for the front of the card, so I'll have to cut another one in a minute. So this is now going to go in here. So we're going to come to the sentiments. Okay, so these are the sentiments that you got as part of the full collection, the little sweetheart sentiments. And because I know this is going to hang off a little bit, I can only go there. So I'm going to use the with love. With love and best wishes are always they're always good for smaller sentiments. And I am going to stamp this in black. rather than the stormy sky. And the reason I've stamped this in black rather than stormy sky, or it will be black when I can see the ink pad. Right, if you were, oh, it's here. It's so that it matches the rest of the stamping. So I'm going just towards the end. Put that away. We're going to have one of these little dinky hearts on there. Now you can see why this would never happen as a TV, as a TV demo. Because it would never get finished. Or started. It's a good job that was face down though. Yeah, it is very humid. It's very humid here as well. This is not the best weather for me. Which is why yesterday you didn't see me on social media much because I had a bad head. Right, so we've now got our lovely little sentiment. And our little sentiment is going to go there. Yeah. So I'm going to tuck it underneath there. And it's going on, I'll do it on foam tape just to be quicker. Incidentally, the little tab, the little tag die is from, oh, I don't know where they are, It's, oh, it's not that one. There it is. So that is the deboss stitched flags and banner dies that we did a month or so ago. And that is the small one there. Links in the descriptions. So I've only put these foam tape halfway. And I'm going to go, oh, shall I go under or over? Oh. Well, I'm going to go over. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm going to go under. Because that was my original plan. Stick to the plan, Phill. That's it. So I've gone under, which was my original plan. And clearly I've got the excess now that needs snipping off. So wherever you are, big scissors. Where would you be if you were my big scissors? I told you my desk was a mess. Well, I found them. Yeah, they are so. I absolutely love them. We've had some cracking thunderstorms. I love to watch them though. So I'm just going to snip that off. And now the other one can be put on the other side. So we are getting there, everybody. Oh, I've covered the heart up, but not to worry. It's got to be the same both sides. Just got to make sure the glue isn't showing too much. We were laughing because I was telling Julia what I was going to do. And she says, it'll probably be 6-inch thick. Right, so that's that. I'm just going to put a little bit of glitter on that whilst it's still wet so it covers the glue gel up. So a little bit of glitter. And I'm just going to cover that glue gel at the back. So it looks pretty. Right, we are getting there, everybody. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. So while we just leave that to set for a second, I'm going to do the bows. So my original instinct was to do twine. Yeah, it'll go in a, I don't send cards, you know, I'm rubbish at sending cards. So my original instinct was to do twine. So I think I'm going to stick to twine, if you don't mind. I'll still do a triple and show you how to do it. So I'm just going to pop that in front of me so it doesn't get squashed. And we're going to do a triple bow with twine. So the technique I'm showing you now is it's exactly the same whether you're doing it with twine or with ribbon. So I broke it. I've not had a very good night, have I? Oh, what a shame, I've had this for years. That's hilarious. So we're doing a bigger bow. What a shame. Right, so the technique I'm going to show you now is exactly the same whether you're doing it with ribbon or with twine. Yeah. So this is going to be for the big tag. Are you ready? Are you paying attention? So make sure you've got enough. Now it's not so bad for me because I'm just going to be overly generous. So I've kept the twine on the real look. No, I'll get a new one, Linda, don't worry. So what you do is you bring it down. I'm trying to make sure you can see what I'm doing. So bring it down, look. So the open end is on the left. So I'm going under with the open bit. So I've got the point there. So you go over, wrap it round again, over and over. I'm going to do it again with the other one just so you get a chance to see it again. So that's a triple bow. So that's now given me three loops. So I've got 3 loops there, look, either side. 1, 2, 3. So that's a triple bow. Obviously twine isn't as neat as it's not as neat as ribbon. So did you get that? Yeah, that's true. I'm going to do that anyway. I've had that for you. Oh! What is all with me tonight? What a shame. So, if anybody wants to buy me something for my birthday, it'll be a bow maker. Oh, that's hilarious. So we're now doing the smaller version. We're doing the smaller version for this tag. So it's exactly the same. It's exactly the same technique. So the open on the left, and then you go under. So I'm going under. So let's just try and show you a bit easier. So under, and then you come over. So you're basically doing 2 figure of 8s, if that makes it a little bit easier to understand. You're basically doing 2 figure of 8s with your ribbon or twine. I'll do a proper video for you for YouTube and put it on the YouTube channel. It won't be this week because I've got too much to do, but I promise you I'll do one. So I've now got the 3 3 loops. Right, you know where that'll be going. Right, so I'm going to do a extra one for the top one. Let's just see if that's enough. No, it's not. So this is the large tag. So I'm coming from the back. So it's just doubled up, look. From the back. And then just thread that through. Just like that. And then that's going to go upside down on there, because you know I like my upside down bows. And I'm going to do that with white glue. I can't believe I've snapped my bow maker. Do you know what, Anne? I've probably had that. I think we do, Rose. Yeah, I think we do. And I think I've probably had that 20 years. Yeah, metal one. Do you know what? I've got loads of bow makers somewhere. So that's the large tag done. We'll put the embellishments on now, and then that can be put to one side. So I've got the corner somewhere on here. We've got the corner. Here it is. And we're going to do an extra little sentiment for that. So I'm just going to cut another banner. So just bear with me 1 second. I'm going to have to get a move on. My dinner's at 9. Well, at least we've had a comedy hour. So I've got another sentiment to go on here, and this is going in the opposite direction. So we've got with love on the little tag, so we can now have happy birthday on the, no we can't, that's too big. We'll have birthday wishes. Birthday wishes, let's just see if that'll fit. Yep, should do. Best wishes. Now I'm going to have happy birthday. I like happy birthday and with love together, it sounds nice. So we've got happy birthday going on this tag, and this time I need to stamp it in the opposite direction. Well, what a night I've had, colouring in rubbish. So for anybody who's watching for the first time, I apologise. I don't normally manhandle my my bow maker. It has given me a giggle though, so I'll be laughing about that. So we've got Happy Birthday, which is going at the end there. Here we go. I'm not going to bother with the heart for that. So before I I think I don't know which one to have. What I should have had is the honeycomb. I'm going to get one. Now, by pure chance, I've got a little bit of the honeycomb left from one of my demos on TV. So we'll have some of the honeycomb underneath this. This is why I like the texture dyes. So that's going to go there. That's going to go on top. So I'm just going to do this with white glue. And not a lot. So I'm only sticking it in the little bit in the middle. And then the sentiment can go on next. Oh, look at that. Oh, as if by magic, it covers up that dodgy daisy. No, I couldn't, Jackie. I had one of those as well, and I just couldn't do it right. Oh, now I need foam tape for this. So foam tape. We are almost done. I promise we are almost done. I've just got to put it together so it looks like I knew what I was doing. And then the corner can go on now with some glue gel. It has had a busy life. I probably won't throw it, if I'm honest with you. I don't like throwing tools away. Nothing worse than a dodgy daisy. So this corner's going to go on here now, look. And this corner, remember, is from the rectangle stamp. I can't tell you how fab the octagon and the rectangle are. So this is created from the rectangle stamp. And what it means is, it doesn't have to sit like this. We can angle this now, look, to fit wherever we want it to fit. And I think that is really rather fabulous. I love stamps that do more than one job. Look. So I'm going to glitter this. Oops. I was only trying to move the sentiment because it weren't straight. It is now. I think I need to have a holiday. So I'm just going to glitter this before I put the butterflies on. And I'm doing the glitter first because it's the banner and I want to get it proper sparkly before the butterflies get covered up. And as ever, oh, it's actually caught it already. As always, I'm just going to glitter the glue gel, even though you can't really see it. So we are nearly done. I keep saying it, 10 minutes. So I'm going to put 2 butterflies on the front, and I'm keeping the butterflies plain white. Just plain white. I might glitter them. Let's see. No, I'm not. I'm going to leave them plain white. because I have got, so when I take the photos of this in the morning, it will probably have more glitter on. Is that the small one? Yeah. Yeah, so by the time I take the photos tomorrow, this probably will have glitter on it. Right, so that will do for the front. And then we'll come to the inside one and pop the bow on. I did have the locks and keys, which I haven't used, but I might do when I titivate this in the morning. So let's just pop the other bow on. So I'm just holding that down till the glue grabs. I've got one more butterfly to put on, and then just a few gems. And for some reason I've got that's the wrong size. It's a small one I need. Probably ended up with the large one because there were no small ones left. But I found one. So another small butterfly. And remember, this is going on the inside, so it can't be too high. So I'm going to put this on a lower level. So let's go, where does it look dodgy? Well, it doesn't really, so let's have it there. So the only job now, I'm just going to show you because I did have some keys cut. So the keys might be on tomorrow when I've been fed. And I'm not quite such a numpty as I am tonight. I'm going to leave that off as well. So the last job is some gems, some random gems and some glitter. So do I go blue? Yeah, we'll go blue. So random gems, as you know, is my thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 6 little gems on the little tag. These are the cornflower blue. These are the cornflower blue flat-backed crystal gems. And I imagine most of you have already got these. So that's where we're at. Random gemmage. Yeah, we'll have that. Random gemmage. And then we've got to do the same on the large tag. random gemage. So clearly those of you that know me know that when I get hungry I'm delirious. So nearly done, nearly done. Just make sure I've not missed any. Make sure I've not missed any. I haven't. Right, so I will titivate this more in the morning. I know I will. Because the outside of the tags, needs to be glittered. So the white of the tags needs to be glittered, and that might have a flower on it in the morning. So obviously I can't tuck this in to show you. I can't tuck this in because it's still wet, but I will do it in the morning and show you. That should just fit in there nicely. And there we go. So I'll show you a little close up because it looks better. Looks better when you can see the detail in it. Yeah. And that was really, really easy to do. It's time consuming because obviously I've done the colouring, but really, really easy to do. So we've got happy birthday on the front. Happy birthday on the front, and then when you take the little tag out from the inside, it says with love. And just going to give you a little tip before I go and leave you all. If you want to write on these tags, the white bit that I've stamped on, if you cut another one, you can put it on the back. So you can actually put the white one on the back and write on it. So I hope you like it. I've really enjoyed doing it, even though I've damaged everything. Broke my tools and what have you. Right, so let's do a little giveaway. So, oops. Before I do that, let me do all the technical info that you need to know. That's how much of my coffee I drank, which is nothing. Remember, most people now have actually bought the full collection of stamps. But if you haven't got the full collection, these are the two that I would tell you can do lots and lots and lots with. So the octagon, which is what we've got on there. Who would know that was an octagon, eh? And the rectangle, which is what we've got the corner from. So I think that's really rather fabulous. So I do. And I think anybody would be pleased with that. So this little tag I'm going to give away in our Facebook group. So I'm going to do all the technical stuff first. So if you haven't joined our Facebook group yet, please just do a search on Facebook for Crafting with Phill Martin and Sentimentally Yours and ask to join the group. I will check your profile just to make sure you are a crafter, and if you are and you've accepted the rules, I will let you in. I'm going to give this away in our group over the weekend. So please do follow my Sentimentally Yours Facebook page. I promise you next week I'll be back to normal. I'll be back to normal and we won't have no damages. You can also follow my own personal page, which is Phill Crafty Martin on Facebook. If you are a Twitter user, you will see me over there. Just search for Phill M. Martin. The same with the Instagram, Phill M. Martin. And the same with the TikTok. I'm just getting into the TikTok. Phill M. Martin. And I have just joined that new thing that everybody's been going on about, the threads. And surprise, surprise, it's Phill M. Martin. So the YouTube channel, for anybody who hasn't yet subscribed, I would love it if you did. Thank you very much. And it's Crafting with Phill Martin on YouTube. So, what shall I give away for you tonight? Because I've not even thought about the giveaway. I know, I'm gonna do the texture die. No, I'm not. I'm gonna do I'm going to do one of the original Floral Curio stamps, because you've probably bought the new ones, but you've probably not got the originals. So somebody from YouTube will win one of these. I don't know which one, a random one. And somebody from Facebook will as well. So let's get over to YouTube and do YouTube first, as I always do. So as ever, the winner just needs to send me a private message. Why can't you get YouTube, Jean? Yeah, Threads, that's it. I can't remember what they called it. Something like that. Oh, thank you, Linda. Even with damaging all my equipment and everything. No Twitter, please. Don't support Mr. Morse. No, I don't blame you. Get on the Threads then, Hope. The new thing. I've just joined that. Fill the tags up. Can I just say, Pat, it's your first time, so I'm going to apologise. Because I don't normally make so many mistakes. And I certainly don't normally damage my my equipment. Right, so let's choose a winner for one of the stamp sets from YouTube. So good luck, everybody. If you do win, you need to just send me a private message on the Sentimentally Yours Facebook page with your name, your address, and a reminder of what you've won. So just say you've won one of the Curio stamps, and then it'll remind me. So good luck, everybody. I'm scrolling right to the top of the comments, and then we shall see where the mouse stops randomly. So good luck, everybody. I'm sorry, Julia, you can't win because you've already got the stamps. So here we go. And it's landed on Julie Phillips. So congratulations, Julie, on YouTube. If you could send me a private message on the Facebook page, Sentimentally Yours Facebook page, with your name and address, we'll get one of these off to you quicker than Jack Flash. So thank you, everybody, for your company on YouTube. I shall see you next Monday at the same time, 7 p.m. UK. Hope, don't forget to message me if you get a chance. And I will catch up with you all on social media over the next few days. So thank you, everybody. Right, over to Facebook. Crikey, look how many comments we've got. I'm going all the way to the top. All the way to the top. Oh, thanks, Angela. It would be beautiful if I did it properly. If I hadn't done it so quickly, but there you go. Right, good luck, everybody, on Facebook. I know, Di, what is normal? But you know my normal is not normally smashing my tools. Missing colouring in, dropping my stamps. But at least you've got the idea. So good luck, everybody. Yeah, Threads, Jean. So good luck, everybody. Here we go. I'm going all the way to the top and all the way to the bottom, and I'm just going to stop. We'll see where the mouse stops. So the mouse has stopped on Margaret Wallhead. I hope I've said your name right. Margaret Wallhead, congratulations. You've won one of my original Curio stamps. So just send us an inbox message on the Sentimentally Yours Facebook page and with your name and address, and tell me what you've won. And we will get that posted off to you quicker than I'm going to get my dinner because I'm late. So thank you, everybody. I'm glad you've survived that. I'll finish this tomorrow and show you how it all looks put together. Once I've stuck it all together and it's all gone in. Oh, it's going in, look, nicely. Just. But it's not quite set yet. Oh, I better not. It's not set yet. I'll do it tomorrow. So make sure you've joined our Facebook group because somebody will win this. I'll sign it and somebody will win it over the weekend. So thank you for putting up with that for 2 hours, everybody. We will be back to some sort of normality next Monday evening at 7 p.m. And I shall catch you all in our little Facebook group and tell you what's been happening. So thanks, everybody. Have a lovely rest of the evening.